Middle of the night, my girlfriend sent me a chilling message. I just looked out the peephole, and there's a maniac with a knife in the hallway. He's going crazy and killing people. He noticed me. He's trying to get in. I panicked and immediately texted her back. No matter what, don't open the door. I'm coming over right now. I rushed to get back to her place as quickly as I could, but as I was on my way, she sent me 3 more messages. Wait, are you actually coming? I was just kidding. You didn't take it seriously, did you? Haha, there's no killer. I was just messing with you. Go back home. For a moment, I felt my heart drop. By then, I was already in a cab, my nerves on edge. I saw her messages and texted back, trying to calm myself down. You almost gave me a heart attack. You should have told me right away that you were joking. Her response was casual, almost dismissive. How was I supposed to know you'd actually come over? I was just playing around. What's the big deal? You're not mad, are you? Haha, I sighed. No, it's fine. I'm just glad you're okay. But seriously, don't joke about stuff like this again. It's scary, especially at night. She replied, okay, I won't. Haha. Even though she said it was fine, I couldn't shake the uneasy feeling. Just to be sure, I decided to video call her. To my surprise, the call only rang once before she declined it. I texted her immediately. Why didn't you answer? Her reply came quickly. I'm going to bed. I'm so tired. Haha. I stared at the screen, unsettled. That haha felt off. What are you laughing about? I asked. She replied, nothing. I'm just in a good mood tonight. That's when I started to feel like something was seriously wrong. Normally, my girlfriend was pretty serious. She wasn't the type to use haha or act playful in her texts. A terrifying thought crossed my mind. What if someone else was using her phone? The moment that thought hit me, a chill ran down my spine. I immediately tried calling her again. This time, she didn't decline the video call, but it rang for a long time without anyone picking up. I switched to a regular phone call. To my surprise, she answered. Her voice sounded tired. What do you want? I told you. I'm going to bed. I'm exhausted. I pressed her. Why didn't you pick up the video call? She repeated, almost mechanically. I'm going to bed. I'm so tired. Before I could say anything else, she hung up. The cab driver glanced at me through the rearview mirror. Hey man, are you okay? You don't look so good. I caught my reflection in the mirror. My face was pale, my hands trembling. The sense of dread was overwhelming. I told the driver, please, drive faster. I think my girlfriend's in trouble. Sensing my urgency, the driver didn't hesitate. He stepped on the gas and sped toward her apartment. As we drove, I sent her another text. Say something, anything. This time, she sent back a voice message. Her voice was flat, almost robotic. Say what? I told you I'm going to bed. I'm so tired. Hearing her voice, I let out a long breath of relief. Didn't you say there was a guy with a knife outside your door? You even said he was killing people. You scared the hell out of me. She texted back. I told you, it was just a prank. Relax. I was just messing with you. That's really not funny, I replied, still uneasy. She didn't respond again. The more I thought about it, the stranger it seemed. Sure, she'd answered my call earlier, but what if she'd been forced to? What if there really was a knife-wielding maniac and he had gotten inside? What if he was threatening her, making her pretend everything was fine? Maybe when I called, he had the knife to her throat and she had no choice but to act normal. As I spiraled, she sent another message. I'm going to bed. I'm so tired. Just go home. I started typing a response, but before I could hit send, another message popped up. Haha, that haha again. Those 2 letters were driving me insane. Before I left for her place, I had already called the police. Now, I was even more convinced something was wrong, so I called them again. The dispatcher assured me that officers were already en route and would arrive at her apartment complex in about 25 minutes. I asked the driver how long it would take us to get there. He sighed and pointed ahead. There's been an accident on the overpass. It's going to take a while. My anxiety spiked as I stared out the window at the sea of red brake lights. I tried calling her again, but this time I sent a video call. It rang for what felt like forever before she declined it again. I texted her, let me see you. I'm at your building. If you don't pick up, I'm coming upstairs. She started typing immediately, but no new messages came through. At this point, I was barely holding it together. The driver glanced at me. Look, man, there's nothing we can do. Even if you got out now, you'd be stuck on this overpass for an hour. I looked ahead. The overpass was jammed with cars, all crawling forward at a snail's pace because of the accident. The driver inched forward, but it was agonizingly slow. Finally, a new message came through. You actually came here? Yes, I'm downstairs. I'm coming up, I replied. Her response came quickly. Don't. I have company. Who? A coworker. You don't know her. She's another girl. It's just not convenient right now. I insisted. Then turn on your camera, she replied. We're all in bed already. I didn't dare tell her I had called the police. If someone really had her at knife point, I didn't want to provoke them into doing something reckless. But then, she sent another text. Did you call the cops? I froze. She continued. The building manager just called me. Apparently, the police received a report about a knife-wielding murderer in the hallway outside my apartment. They asked the building manager to confirm it. Do you have any idea how embarrassing that was? I had to explain everything to the manager. The building manager and security already came to my door. They scolded me for causing trouble. I told you, it was a joke. Why did you take it so seriously? Just call the police back and cancel it. You know filing a false report can get you arrested, right? Her messages kept coming, urging me to cancel the report. The more she texted, the more uneasy I felt. Something still didn't sit right. She sent another message. You're being ridiculous. It's the middle of the night, and you're freaking out over some imaginary killer. What's wrong with you? This is a civilized country. You don't actually believe there's a murderer with a knife roaming the halls, do you? It's absurd. Just as I was reading her latest message, my phone buzzed with an incoming video call from her. Oddly enough, instead of calming me, the call made me even more nervous. The driver glanced back at me. You okay? You look like you've seen a ghost. I took a deep breath and hesitated before answering. What if the person on the other end of the call wasn't her? What if it was the killer calling me as some sick joke? What if, the moment I answered, I'd be staring at her lifeless, bloodied body? My hands shook as I accepted the call. The video connection lagged for a few seconds because of the bad signal on the overpass. When it finally connected, the room on the other end was dimly lit, with only a bedside lamp casting a faint glow. Her voice came through first. I told you, I'm tired. But the camera wasn't on her. It was pointed at the ceiling. Let me see you, I said, trying to keep my voice steady. There was a pause. pause. For a moment, I was convinced it wasn't her on the other end, that the killer had her phone. But then she adjusted the camera, and her face came into view. She was wearing a sheet mask, looking annoyed. I'm going to bed. I'm exhausted. She tilted the camera slightly, and I saw another woman in the background, sitting at a vanity in light blue pajamas. See? My coworker's here. That's why I didn't want you coming up, she said, sounding exasperated. I sat there, stunned. So there really wasn't a killer? It had all been a stupid prank? And she hadn't wanted me to come up because her coworker was staying over. Before I could say anything, she ended the call and sent me a follow-up text. Happy now? She attached a photo of her living room. In the picture, the building manager, wearing a baseball cap and holding a clipboard, stood by the door, probably confirming the police report. It seemed like everything was fine, but for some reason, I still couldn't shake the unease in my chest. The driver hesitated before asking, cautiously, was that your girlfriend on the call? She looked fine. Seems like she was just joking around. Do we still need to go? The traffic's awful up ahead. I hesitated. Should I call off the police? Should I just head home? Meanwhile, my girlfriend sent another message. Cancel the police already. The building manager called me again to confirm the report. This is getting so annoying. I replied firmly. I'm almost there, and the police should be there soon too. This could be serious, so I'll just explain everything to the officers in person. She didn't respond immediately. After about half a minute though, she sent another message. Don't you dare come over! I froze. Just then, my phone vibrated again. It was a message from her younger sister Jackie. Hey, are you there yet? I was taken aback. Wait, you're there too? Jackie replied, sounding anxious. You're not there yet? My sister texted me saying there's a guy with a knife outside her door, so I rushed over. I froze, confused. She told you that too? Jackie pressed on. Why aren't you there already? You were closer than me. Don't tell me you didn't come. I quickly explained. I'm stuck in traffic on the overpass. Jackie's reply came fast. Hurry up! Something's seriously wrong with her. She told me it was just a joke. I replied, my hands starting to tremble. She said not to come over, that she had company, and even FaceTimed me to prove it. Jackie's response was sharp. She said the same thing to me. Told me the guy with the knife wasn't real, that it was all a joke, and to stay home. And then she told me not to call the police. I was stunned. She told you that too? Yeah, Jackie replied. She's in trouble. I'm sure of it. How can you be so sure? I asked, my pulse racing. Jackie responded with urgency. Because we have a code phrase.